on Yackin Wit Yoni, we're going to recap NFL playoff, NBA, and NHL weekend, as well as previewing Bulls-Lakers. Also, the new addition and the return of Katie's Corner. That's all right now on Yackin Wit Yoni. January the 21st edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I'm Ryan Yanishatis. Happy Martin Luther King Day to all you. For the ones in Illinois watching, hope you enjoy your day off. The ones that did get a day off. And hope everyone had a great weekend as well. Let's kick things off by recapping NHL weekend from this past weekend, obviously. And it's going to kick off Saturday when the Hawks opened up. They got to see the banner and the rings of the Kings, just motivating them a little bit more. And they go out and get a victory. They win it of a final of 5-2. Let's talk about the key. Let's go to the bullet points. Hossa gets 2 after getting carried off on a stretcher at the end of last season. Able to come back, able to nail them shot. 2 big goals for the Hawks. Great job by him. Second one, Kings come back, falls short. They came back. They were getting into the momentum was building, and all of a sudden, it seems like they were starting to gain momentum, but all of a sudden they could not get the momentum back. And then the Hawks were able to hold on. And then finally, game cut short. If you watch it on NBC, and at least it was in Wisconsin, I'm not sure if it happened in Chicago or not. But the game, they didn't show any of the third period. The final period was not shown on NBC Sports, so that wasn't good. But nonetheless, the Hawks got a victory. So the Hawks win it of a final of 5-2. Then the game that went final, the Blackhawks win that one of a final of 6-4. Let's go to the bullet point. Emery stepping up. Me and even Eddie Olchuk was shocked to see Ray Emery start. Joe Quenneville said it was mainly because of the schedule and have a lot of back-to-backs, giving Corey Crawford the night off. So giving him the opportunity, and Emery did a very good job stopping some shots. Second one, Hawks battle in the second. They were losing 2-1 at a time, then all of a sudden they stepped up, were making goals. I mean, there was a lot of shots made by the Chicago Blackhawks, a lot of goals, I should say. So they were nailing, they were doing exactly what they needed to do, and they were able to gain the momentum back. Third one, Bolin takes advantage. It seemed in the third period, 2 unanswered goals made this a 1-goal game. Then all of a sudden, Dave Bolin, after some nice, good job by Patrick Kane, to be able to get the goal, and the Hawks win it of a final of 5-3 or 6-4, and they go to 2-0. So a great start for the Chicago Blackhawks. They start Tuesday, their home opener against the Blues. We are on Facebook. You can like us, message us, and much more. That is Yackin Wit Yoni on Facebook. Now let's shift right over to the NBA. Let's kick it off with on Friday night. Bulls were in Boston to face the Celtics. An overtime game. Second one in a row, the Bulls win it at 199 after a great great game-winning shot by Marco Bellinelli, pretty much from his butt. First one, Garnett, Noah rekindled. See, them two had a little bit of a tussle, a little bit of a knot-up, but it seems like Garnett didn't want anything to do with put his hands up. Noah, they didn't want to start anything, so good job by them. So nothing really happening, just getting tied up a little bit. Second one, clutch shot by Heinrich. Heinrich able to make a nice shot to make that game go into overtime. He hasn't been the dominant shooter, and we knew that when it was final days in Chicago his first time, but he was able to really get that. He seems like he's been clutch for the Bulls this year. He did it. Now Marco the man, he made the game-winning shot. Unbelievable. Was able to shoot that beautiful shot. Again, if they don't make that, they lose. So great job by Marco. So the Bulls win at 100-99. Saturday night, Grizzlies are in Chicago to face the Bulls. Bulls lose this one in overtime, 85-82. Bullet points game, Gasol dominates second and third. It seems like it was close, but all of a sudden Rudy Gay was making his shots, getting to the line. Marc Gasol was down there making his jump shots. They were getting confident, being able to really do what they're able to do, and that's lead this team again. Rudy Gay being in a lot of trade rumors, didn't matter to him. He able to nail the shots, did very good. Second one, the Butler did it. Oh, what a good job. Luol Deng out with an injury, not sure when he's going to come back. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But Luol Deng out after the injury in Boston. But Jimmy Butler started, and boy, did he step up. Because he nails net line drive threes, was really sparking the defense, also getting in the lane quick. Great job by him. And then finally, Gasol clutch in OT. He's able to get the first 2 shots. No, really, whoever gets the momentum early in overtime seems to win it. It was Marc Gasol there. And again, the Grizzlies win at 85-82. Finally, Bucks in Portland to take on the Blazers. Bucks win at 110-104. bullet points, Bucks start out hot. Bucks were really good. They were very confident early, and it was between Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis all hitting and all doing a great job. So kudos to them just to start out the game early, because that's a rough place to play. And even the interim head coach Jim Boylan said it's a very tough place to play on the road. So when Aldridge and Lillard lead the comeback, this team came back. They were close. They could never get a lead, but they came back. They were close. It was mainly by Damian Lillard making some big threes, and also LaMarcus Aldridge, who was a Bulls draft pick, was hitting his shots as well. And finally, Sanders ejected, and hold on. He got 2 technicals, not a double, but he got one, kept going, then he got another one. Then he had to be held back from going after the officials, so by the assistant coach. But I mean, he's been a hothead as of late this year. But I still think, but they win without him. The momentum started going towards Portland then, but they were able to hold on. So they win at 110-104. So a busy weekend. Bulls go 1-1. Bucks go 1-0. Where's the one place to watch all Yackin Wit Yoni programming? It is our homie YouTube. You can watch all the episodes every week. That's on Yackin Wit Yoni on YouTube. Okay, now it's time for recapping NFL playoff weekend. We'll do this one quick. 49ers beat the Falcons 28-24. That was my prediction. The Falcons started out early. They have a 17-0 lead. And then all of a sudden, they came. It seems like there's always one in the NFC. The team that's losing at halftime comes back and wins it. And they were able to do it. Colin Kaepernick leading the charge. He's just great. Unbelievable. He's really no words to explain how good he's been this year. He was hitting, or he was just making completed passes. He wasn't even running that much, so a great job by him. Able to get it to Randy Moss. And they were able to get it to Michael Crabtree, was getting charged with a sexual assault thing, but that ain't the point right now, and all that stuff. But a big win by them. And then the Ravens beat the Patriots 28-13. So we're going to have a Harbaugh Super Bowl, Harbaugh in New Orleans. So that'll be exciting to see. These two teams met up last Thanksgiving, and it was a win for John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens. So, I mean, that game, Brady didn't step up. My AFC predictions were all wrong. My NFC, I was right on everything. That was great. That was awesome. I'm glad to see that. But nonetheless, it's going to be a fun Super Bowl. There's really nothing to talk about. Ravens did very well. Ravens started out, played well. Ray Rice. And also Ray Lewis gets one chance at a Super Bowl. Yackin Wit Yoni is on top of it when it comes to social media, and that includes Twitter, where you can get active with the show. So don't forget to follow Yackin Wit Yoni on Twitter. Okay, now it's time to preview Bulls-Lakers. That is tonight from the United Center in Chicago, part of Martin Luther King Day. Usually the Bulls, last couple years, have played the Grizzlies and have struggled. This year they get to be at home against the Lakers. Lakers had a crushing loss last night to the Toronto Raptors, or yesterday afternoon to the Toronto Raptors. So, I mean, they're really rebounding. They're on a 5-game road losing streak. The Bulls need to be able to pull this one off. Dwight Howard isn't playing good. Gasol's back, but he's not doing too good. But again, this team's 100%. The Bulls ain't going to have Luol Deng. I think that's going to be a little iffy. So I think the Bulls don't have a lot of things going for them going into this game. But I'm hoping they can really play very good basketball and be able to make this game interesting. Kobe's still playing well. I think this team, everyone's saying the Lakers are going to be in the playoffs. I do think they're going to be in the playoffs right now. They're struggling, but I think they're going to rebound. But again, they lose to the Raptors last night. Now they come to Chicago. Bulls have had a day off after having a tough game, but I think it matters. If Luol Deng's not in the lineup, that hurts the Bulls that much more. And they had a tough game against Memphis at home. I think it's going to be just as tough against the Lakers. And if the Lakers, Dwight Howard against Noah, them two have had a little bit of a tussle before as well. So I think you're going to see a lot of different things in that game. Hopefully the Bulls will pull out and prevail in that one. Again, the Bulls and Lakers, it'll be on 8:30, a late game on Fox, or no, it'll be on Comcast Sportsnet. And as well as everyone else will get on ESPN on Monday. Or tomorrow. Or tonight. Okay, check out our official website of Yackin Wit Yoni, where you can view promo flyers, Katie's blog, Yackin merchandise, and much more. Go to yackinwyoni.weebly.com. Well, she's back. She hasn't been here in the new year, and it's almost the end of the first month, but she's been away and she's been getting some information. She's got actually some stories to tell. Or she's got some interest. There ain't going to be a story time with Honey this week. There's just going to be this. I'm going to do a story time with Honey on Wednesday. But, so we'll do that. But besides that, here's the newest edition of Katie's Corner.
Thanks, Honey. So the top 5 movies are Zero Dark 30, A Haunted House, Gangster Squad, Django Unchained, and Les Miserables. Top 5 songs are Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars, Thrift Shop by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Ho Hey by the Lumineers, I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift, and Diamonds by Rihanna. So The Voice is pretty much over. Cassidy Pope won, which isn't very fair, but whatever. Entertainment. Lindsay Lohan won't kiss Charlie Sheen in the new Scary Movie. Why? Because pretty much his mouth is gross, but look at his past. I mean, I wouldn't kiss him either. Charlie Sheen, speaking of, gave Zac Efron a baseball. He was drunk, but what's surprising about that? The baseball was worth a whole bunch of money. He was too embarrassed to ask for it back, so Zac Efron got an awesome present. And Ashton Kutcher files for divorce. Ashton and Demi, they haven't been together for how long, and he's finally filing for divorce. Doesn't make much sense. He's with Mila Kunis, who was his co-star on that 70s show. So that's pretty much it.
Every week I'll have a question to put on Facebook, Twitter, and our website. We want you, the people's feedback, and I'll read them the following Friday. You can also email me, Yackin Wit Yoni, at yahoo.com. This week's question of the week, who will win the Super Bowl? Again, it's 2 weeks. You got the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, so we'll see what you guys think. And then finally, it's time for predictions. Over the weekend, went 7-2 overall. Great week of predictions. The only one I was wrong was the Blazers losing. So I got to restart a new week hot. Found my Yackin Wit Yoni pen, by the way. Compliments of Vistaprint. It's Bulls-Lakers tonight. I'm going to go Lakers. I don't see the Bulls winning this one. I honestly don't. And we'll see if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I think the Bulls right now, it depends if Luol Deng is back, but I haven't heard anything. Preview for tomorrow, we're going to recap Bulls-Lakers, preview Bucks-Sixers, and Blackhawks-Blues, the home opener, as well as a new edition of True or False, as we do every Tuesday as well. Again, we'll be cutting out the little segments coming up once baseball starts and everything's going on, so when everything's hectic, we won't have the middle segments. So that'll wrap it up for this January the 21st edition of Yackin Wit Yoni. I'm running out of shot of saying stay warm because it's very cold outside. And this is and forever will be one guy, one show, enough said.